All right, hello everybody, welcome back, another new video. Today something very special. Sorry, I had to clear my throat there, especially because I have my mic close to me, so I'm sure you guys don't want to hear me coughing. Anyways, super special video today because someone requested that I do my top 10 books, and I thought about it for a long time, and it was very difficult to choose, but I finally got down to it. Sorry, these are my top 10 signed books. I'm thinking about doing a top 10. What I want to do is a top 10 signature books. I want to do I don't even know if I have 10 sketches, but my favorite sketches. And then I want to do my top 10 books in general. So yeah, so stay tuned, guys. I probably should do a giveaway at some stage because you guys are awesome and I appreciate everyone who has subbed. One of these days I'm going to go through some of my books and then we'll do a quick giveaway just to give back because that's what this community is all about. Appreciate you guys all for subbing, liking, and all the comments, creating all the conversation stuff all the time. But without further ado here, number one, I've kind of ordered these in order, but sort of not really. Anyways, number one. J. Scott Campbell and Sabine Rich. I bought this one so long ago, and I really like this cover. There's three of them. There's the original, cover A, and then there's the black back, which I think looks terrible. And then there's the cover C, which is the one I have. And so there's all of Spider-Man and I guess Peter Parker and Spider-Man's girlfriends. So Mary Jane, Felicia, and Gwen Stacy or Spider-Gwen. This is a cool cover because, yeah, Spider-Gwen, Black Cat, Mary Jane. I'm not a huge Spider-Man fan, so let me know, you guys, if she was ever female Spider-Man. The funny one is, like, Black Cat, the mask, and then here's Black Cat just kind of wearing some lacy kind of lingerie clothes. Oh, they're a bit more white in this one than this one. Interesting. So, anyways, back to the ones that I have here. Yeah, just this was one of my first J. Scott Campbell. Actually, I think this was one of my only J. Scott Campbell signed books. And just, yeah, great signature at the front. Love the cover. Dual signed. And I remember the backstory when I bought this one. It was late night. We're all like, the mistake purchases happen, I guess you can say. But I remember looking, I was really close to like buying. I was like, oh, there's so many 9.9s on J. Scott Campbell's website. And I was like really close to buying one of the Phoenix ones. So hold on, I'm gonna cough here. Okay, sorry about that. Still trying to get over a sore throat. Yeah, anyways, so I was really close to buying like this 9.9 Jean Grey or Phoenix one. And then I ended up not. It wasn't that expensive either. Maybe like $400 or something. I mean, that is a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. Anyways, so I ended up buying this one on eBay. I just think it's a really nice cover. And double signature, so I was happy with that. Next up, Miss Marvel #1 from 1977. I mean, I know no one likes Miss Marvel because Carol Danvers, Brie Larson kind of screwed things up. She's not all that bad. Like, I watched the movie, it wasn't all that bad. I heard the second one was just absolute trash, but yeah, and like, great thing, like why this one made my top 10 list, I guess on the #2 spot, just Stan Lee. I used to have a few more Stan Lee signed books and I've slowly sold them all. I have a few posted on eBay, but just the ones that are Stanley signed just sell. Like people just want Stanley stuff. It's kind of like the Wayne Gretzky or the Michael Jordan in this field, I guess, of signatures. So this one takes a spot for number 2. I mean, I guess like pure signature wise, it's cool because it's Stanley and it's not like a really bad signature. Some of his signatures are like quite messy and doesn't even look like he's signed it. Some probably could be not him actually signing it, but I've heard about that. I don't know if it's true. Anyways, cool thing about this book is off-white to white, and it's a 1977 book. That's just crazy. So I'm trying to get the glare out. This is a Mylar cover, so I'm not going to take the cover off. So that is number 2. Number 3, this one, I mean, I debated a long time if I should say this is a sketch or if this is considered just a regular signature. I guess it's not a sketch because sketch is only if it's half a page or more. And this was the artist, she just kind of drew this above the book, above the artwork. So this is Department of Truth number 1. Oh, geez, just crazy amount of glare. What can I do? I mean, you can see my tripod, my messy desk, but anyways, I need a better filming here. I'm going to pause this quickly because the glare is killing. Okay, I think that's a bit better. At least the bottom part you can't see now. Shut my laptop off the screen. You can still see the screen here. Yeah, I'm just filming on my phone. Anyways, so coming back to it, this is by Mirka and Dolfo. I think that, and Dolfo, great artist. So she drew this for Department of Truth number 1, variant Q. The Marilyn Monroe kind of conspiracy, the assassination of her. Wicked cover. I really like this cover. Black, very difficult to get a 9.8. I think this is a mint. I'd say this is a 10. It just looks absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, I sent this in for a kind of signature and sketch. She did an absolutely amazing job. There's the signature. Yeah, beautiful. I think my request was just girl in red or lady in red, and she drew this, just stunning. So yeah, that's number 3 for me. When I got this in real life, and if you look back on my videos, you can see when I unboxed, it's just ecstatic. I was so happy. Next up, spot number 4. This is kind of, I watched a video recently, I think, was it Swaggle or someone who did the top books that were submitted. No, yeah, it was Unbox the app. It was top 10 books that were purchased this year. And Something Is Killing Children, number 1 made it. This is Something Is Killing Children, number 6, right? Yeah, 8 is the blue one, yeah. Sorry, number 6, Something Is Killing Children. The sketch cover, so the black and white cover. And James Tiny in the 4th, and Ginny Frizen. Now, the reason why this makes my top 4, one is because super rare book. Even Boom Studio came out, the CEO, and said this is the rarest book of their regular print. There was ones afterwards that were like 100 print run or whatever. But this one was of the original print, the lowest print. And the reason for that was because when it got to number 6, usually like the arc is like number 1, most people buy it because they're like the stores push it and everyone's like, whoa, this is new. Number 2, there's still a bit of that. 3 is still a bit of that. 4, 5, 6. 6 is kind of when like hobby shops order the least of them. So this was number 6, and this was also, I think it was 1 in 50 or something like that, or 1 in 25 or 1 in 30. So the comic book shop had to order, if it was 1 in 50, I forget the ratio, they had to order 50 of these regular ones in the color to get 1 in black and white. and then to maintain the good grade, 9.8. And then Tiny, and he signed a lot last year when he was really popular. But this was the cool one. I bought this one. If I got it, I'd get Frizen assigned here. But yeah, so this was a mail away to a third party to get assigned. So another level of like sort of danger of people handling the book. So a little bit of nervousness. Now Frizen's doing a lot more CGC direct signings, so not as nervous, but I waited for a long time for her to do signings, and I have like one or two of these that I really wanted to send in, but I'm probably going to wait it out. Still a little bit nervous about the inconsistencies of CGC and just the heartbreak from getting a 9.8 blue to a 9.6 signature. So I kind of held off. So that's kind of why I picked this one up. Number 4 spot, super rare book. Cool series. If you guys haven't read Something's Killing Children, it was picked up by Netflix, and just a good read. I mean, it has vibes of Stranger Things. I don't want to tell you the premise of it in case you're going to read it, but great storyline. I would urge you guys all to read it. And this is the rarest of the regular run, not including, well, it is a variant, but it's an official release from the studio, not like a not a store exclusive. So that's number 4. And number 5 right behind it. I had a very tough time deciding between which one was ranked higher, and this one here is, again, Something is Killing Children, number 1, New York Comic Con edition. Witnessed Jay Lee sketch, signature and sketch. So there's his signature. This is the original one, like the original book. Sketch, sorry, autograph and sketch. Oh, actually, I think he signed it here. He signed it, sketch, and then, excuse me, and then sign it again. Yeah, witness signature daily was sketch. This one was just very rare. And if you talk to sort of some of the OGs for Something is Killing the Children, they also admit like this one was the most difficult to get. Although black is harder because of spine ticks, white also is very difficult to get in really good condition. And yeah, this one is amazing. I'd say this is a solid 9.8, not a 10. A little bit of a spine tick here. You probably can't see it. A bit dark today, yeah, right there. But CBCS, unfortunately, although CBS's slabs are just beautiful, no Newton rings. Just beautiful, no book moving around. For those that don't have many CBCSs, they're great. I mean, they're not. It's just like Beckett versus PSA. I think Beckett slabs are nicer. So I'm talking about like sport cars, or not just sport cars, but all cards. Beckett, I think, is better than PSA for the casing, just because they don't slide around, and there's the inner sleeve, the inner well inside. So, anyways. There's Something is Killing Children, super rare book. I think that one was a print run of 500 if I'm not wrong. But that one was a store exclusive. So, you know, that's kind of why I debated hum and haw at number 6 and number 1. But this one is number 1. And I think the community kind of likes this one the most. It's by far the hardest. Second hardest. Yeah, probably second hardest to get. I'd say number 1 ALA, number 2, number 8, number 6, and number 1. Anyways, whatever. Next up, Infinity Gauntlet. This is the first appearance of the Infinity Gauntlet, and Joe Rubinstein drew that. He also signed right there. But the reason why this one makes it onto my list, I think we're at number 6 now. The reason this makes it on my list of top 6 signature books that I have is this George Perez signature is just absolutely amazing. Like, most artists shine with a Sharpie. And you can see Joe Rubinstein's Sharpie was at the end of its day. You know, the head's kind of blunted, but George Perez, look at that. This looks like it's not even actually hand signed. It looks like, thinking back to like the 94 or 95 Chrome whatever ones, where they had the signature edition. Like hockey cards have that too, where there's like the signature foil. That's what it looks like. It's absolutely beautiful. And so, of course, late George Perez, he's passed away now, and it was within last year, 2023, when he passed away. So when I found out that I had this, because I was rummaging through my books, and there was 2 more books that I sent for George Perez, but they didn't make it in time for him to sign. The third-party signing guy had them a long time, but he just didn't get to see George Perez. He's probably in the hospital and whatnot, so totally fine. But yeah, when I found this is my only one that I have that's signed by him. Just overall, awesome cover. I mean, a lot of people probably think the glove is stupid or like overkill because those are the big one here. But this is the first appearance of the Infinity Gauntlet. I know the Infinity Gauntlet is kind of over. Like when you watch Loki, you see all the Infinity Gems like just in the drawer. Nobody cares anymore, which is kind of funny because, yeah, kind of nobody cares about them anymore. But yeah, that one, I thought that was a really cool book, number 6. Number 7, this is a really big book for me. New Mutants 98. First appearance of Deadpool, and I think Gideon. I don't even know who Gideon is. This guy, maybe? And of course, Domino, but later on revealed that that's not actually Domino. Some like doppelganger or something. Shapeshifter or something. Yeah, it even says in the dynamic Domino, so they didn't say. First appearance. Introducing the lethal Deadpool. Deadpool is just a fan favorite. This is signed by Rob Liefeld. And fun fact also, Rob Liefeld does not sign the facsimile editions of New Mutants 98. Maybe if there's a chrome one, he'll sign it, I don't know, but he does not sign the facsimile editions. Reason why this makes it into my list, where are we at now? Top 4? Or no, 3? I think this is number 3 now. Yeah. No, sorry, 4. Anyways, why this makes it into my top 10 is because this was actually my first like big boy book. My first signature, my first big boy signature book. I remember I bought it, I forgot how much. It was expensive, but not super expensive. And I told him, I was like, this is my first big boy book. It's pricey, so I'm very nervous about the shipping and all that stuff. And his comment to me is like, you'll get used to it. And oh boy, was he right. Like after this one, I definitely spent a few more dollars here and there for books. But anyways, this is one of my first, this was my first big boy book. So that's kind of why, to me at least, it's one of my top signature books in my top 10. Moving along. Let's see here. This is 2, 3, 4. I definitely cannot keep count. I think this is number 4. And this is X-Men 500. Just an awesome cover. Michael Turner, the late Michael Turner. I think he passed away in 2000, I believe. Which is very unfortunate that, I mean, I bought this. I have also the black and white cover. I think it's a 1 in 500. And yeah, so this is signed by basically everyone that worked on this book except for the cover artist, which is very sad. I think he passed away in 2000 or something. I'm not even sure. I don't remember, but we got Ed Brubaker, Matt Frackton, Terry and Rachel Dodson, Greg Land, Jay Leaston. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 signatures on this, which is a lot. Unfortunately, all in black. Well, actually, sorry, that's not true. Not all in black. Some are in gold. I just don't like black signatures because I think it looks like it was printed. And we got a lot of people on this cover. And the cool thing about X-Men 500, I think this was like the last of that volume. And I don't know if they made a volume after this or they called it something else. I mean, I definitely have an X-Men 508, but X-Men 500 was like a huge milestone because Uncanny X-Men, like 500 books, that's insane. So I forgot, like, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, but I think this was the last of one of the volumes, or maybe they wanted this to be the last and then they ended up pumping more because, you know, money, right? But we got Wolverine here, Nightcrawler, Gambit, Havoc, Cable, Longshot, Bishop, Beast, Banshee, Cannonball, Warpath, Psyche, Colossus, Angel, and Iceman up there. Just an absolutely stunning cover. And the other variant is, this was like Spider-Men, like all the men, or I don't even know if we can say that nowadays, not with all the, with all the pronouns or whatever. But the other one is all females, biological females, I put it that way. And this one is all the biological men. Just absolutely amazing cover. This is the variant edition. I think there's a few variants. And there's Michael Turner. No, not signed, of course, but there's his little stamp. Wicked artist. I'm always on the lookout for Michael Turner signed stuff. I had the chance to buy one of the Supergirls. He kind of like colored in the eyes for that one. And I missed out on that one. Thought I could get it cheaper, but I have never found it cheaper. Anyways, there we go. Definitely made into my top 10s. I love this cover. I have the, like I mentioned, I have the blue 9.8 black and white one. And it's not perfect. It's not a 10, so I unfortunately will not be able to get it signed. Okay, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, and because this is a long video. Okay, so unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, I have a lot of runner-ups, and then we'll get to the number one. So this one here, where are we at here? 1, 2. This is the third. This is the third. Number 3, we got Silk, signed by Stanley and Tracy Lee, I think. Stacy Lee, sorry. Beautiful cover. Gwen Stacy. Sorry, Silk. Cindy Moon, that's her name. Number 1 of her ongoing series sketch cover. I just think this is a cool cover. I mean, I think this, if Silk will never be as big as Spider-Man. But if this was like, I'd say this is like equivalent to ASM number 1 of the Silk run that is. So, I mean, this is maybe the 3rd appearance of Silk. Correct me if I'm wrong, because there's the cameo, first appearance. I guess this is the full 2nd appearance, possibly, or maybe not. But this is her ongoing series. I'm not a huge Silk fan, but I did definitely buy some of her books just because, you know, Asian superhero is kind of cool. I heard at least, because Sony has Spider-Man and Silk, so I think Amazon might produce one. I hope so. I hope it's going to be good. I know they were talking rumors during the COVID, like the hype, that they were going to cast Bae Suzy or Suzy Bae to play Silk. I don't know if they're going to, because I don't think her English is quite there, but if they did, that'd be super cool. Then instantly overnight, the Korean fan base would just be like all over Silk. Coming in at number 2, and then we'll hit off some honorable mentions. You guys have seen this book. Wolverine number 1. Always bothers me. Very nervous because of that to send this in. It's not even chipped. Gosh, I'm so nervous. And I'm so nervous also because it's really squished up against here. Anyways, coming back. Chris Claremont, Joe Rubenstein, John Romita Sr., that is, Herb Trimpe, saying that right with the E, not Trimpe, and of course Stanley and Frank Miller right there on the forward. Sorry, I wasn't looking. Maybe I'll redo that. So we got Herb Trimpe right there, John Romita Sr., Frank Miller, Joe Rubenstein, Chris Claremont, Stanley. Absolutely amazing. Huge book in my opinion. If it was a newsstands, I know someone had a comment saying, not newsstand, not worth anything. True, but Stanley's signature kind of like gets it. I cover that, I guess you can say. Still a big book just because of the signatures. If this was a newsstand, then oh boy, that'd be a big boy book. Now it's just a big boy book. But definitely that one takes a spot as number 2 just because Stanley and 2 other individuals that are passed away now. So huge book. Next book here, I'm just going to run through a few honorable mentions. I'm going to fly through these because this video turned out to be a lot longer than I thought. But this one, I know, green label, but it's my only green label I have. I have no purples. I have a green, mostly yellows and blues. But this is the very iconic Witchblade cover, signed by Michael Turner. Super cool, in gold. You guys know I love the gold signings. Looks way cooler than black. And this is just absolutely amazing. We got D-Tron down here. We got Mark Silvestri, David Wall, I think that's how you say his name. Super cool signature. Sorry, Mark Silvestri's on this side. And I think this is David Wall. I think, yeah, this way. D Wall. David Wall, yeah. And of course, Michael Turner, absolutely amazing artist. Just beautiful. I mean, Michael Turner cover, he drew this. This is not the first appearance of Witchblade, Sarah Pezzin. I don't know. Pezzini. Not the first appearance, but this is for first ongoing series. Actually, here's a cheat sheet. I wrote down this names, and there's the back of it. I saw this and I was like, you know, people know this is Michael Turner's signature. I don't care if it's a green label or not. I could crack this and send it into CBCS, but like, it's 9.8. I'm not going to touch it. It's beautiful. I'm happy with it. This was signed probably at some convention before CGC was too popular, so they didn't get it slammed right away or witnessed, and then the collector took it home and then sent it in later. CGC got graded. So thank you, person. And I picked this up for super cheap. I got this on comic, like super happy with this just because 4 sigs in gold. Michael Turner, like Witchblade #1. Holy smokes. I don't think it gets any better than that. Okay, flying through these guys. Honorable mention number 2, Gambit #1, not Uncanny X-Men 266, but his ongoing series. Just love this book. I know I wish it was a newsstand as well, blah, blah, blah. Or I wish it was the gold one. Although the gold one, despite being a lot more rare, the signatures just don't look as good, especially because I like this gold sigs. Yeah, Klaus Janson there, Kevin Weeks, no, Lee Weeks, and Howard Mackey and Klaus Janson. So triple sign, just absolutely beautiful. Very happy with this one. No complaints. Love this cover. Gambit, very excited for Gambit to be coming in the MCU. His books will take off for sure. He's a cool guy. And yeah, okay. Let's keep moving. Next honorable mention. This is a very popular cover. I ordered this one from my local comic book store. Yes, you guys have all seen this. Pat Gleason, ASM 55, which is equivalent to ASM 856. Patrick Gleason exclusive. This cover is just absolutely amazing. I think this one wins like a good cover, but not, but it's signed as well. I'm just gonna pause. Sorry. Just had to cough some stuff out there. Too much information. Anyways, so yeah, this makes my honorable mention. Cool cover, great signature. Yeah. I think everyone has this book. So not rare by any means, but it is just such a nice cover. Come on, guys. Very iconic cover. And that is all the honorable mentions that I have. And so without further ado, my favorite book, my favorite signature book, it's not exactly the most rare, but it is rare to me. I think this is a cool book. And this is a little bit of cheating, I guess, because it's not one book, but it's actually 5 books. Come on, it's one cover. Anyways, I'm not going to lift all these up. You guys know what it is. It is X-Men #1. Second volume, of course. And just so much nostalgic, however you say that word. This is when I first collected comics. Jim Lee. Artwork, just absolutely amazing. And why this makes it as my #1 signature book. I remember when I bought these, I'm just like, I need it. This is like Pokemon. I gotta get them all. Stan Lee, Jim Lee, Chris Claremont, and then a Jim Lee kind of a sketch of Angel here at the top. So this is X-Men #1 A cover. I know these. There's a few more of these that are out there, and here's the cool part: is this retired Stan Lee label. I love this. Can't get these anymore. So there's cover A. Connecting. Let me pull this up. Oh yeah. Cover A. Connecting onto cover B. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Iceman, Jim Lee. Sorry, Iceman sketch, Jim Lee. Stan Lee. Chris Claremont. Adding Scott Williams would be great. As you guys seen in my last video, I had this one in the Mexican foil with Scott Williams and Jim Lee on it. Much nicer because that's a reprint of the 20th anniversary. So everyone looks a little bit better. But this one is still nice. You know, the OG. Jim Lee. Excuse me. Yeah, signed and sketched by Jim Lee, signed by Stan Lee and Chris Claremont. So cool. And so this is cover 1B. Moving on to cover 1C. I know someone in the comments are going to be like, take it out of that plastic wrap at least. Anyways, it's a long video. I don't want to make it any longer. We're at 30 minutes here. Okay, 1C. The cool thing about 1C here, Wolverine's claws don't pop out because this is in their way. It's not a misprint, guys. Stan Lee's signed there. Jim Lee. Sorry, Chris Claremont right there. See, this is the problem with the black sings. I don't know why people like black signatures. And then Beast, of course, the OG Beast. Not the furry cat-like Beast. And again, the beautiful Stan Lee. Nope, sorry. Let me... All right, so this is cover 1D. And again, we have the team, the crew. Chris Claremont. Like I would have told Claremont to sign down here in like a white or a silver or gold. Stanley, Jim Lee, and Cyclops. The Mexican variant of this one is just so beautiful, where his field force is just super shiny. Yeah. I also have the 20th anniversary ones, but not Stanley signed and not Stanley label. My friend actually has the 4 in the anniversary edition with Stanley. Super jealous. I don't know if that's his top book, but it's definitely, it'd be mine if I could get Stanley. And last but not least, this is actually my number one, because this is the anniversary gate foam variant, where it's like all 4 covers in one. Or so it's not anniversary, it's like the special edition. So this is cover E, and see his claws are kind of out there. So when you take this book out and unfold it, you get all the covers that I just showed you. So I guess they went with Wolverine as the cover. Oh no, sorry, because when this folds out, you'll see Magneto here. And then this, when you fold this out, you'll see Beast, Storm, Professor X, Jean Grey. So, yeah. And again, there's Chris Claremont, Jim Lee, nice sketch of Marvel Girl. And where's the boss? Oh, sorry, Stan Lee. Oh, interesting. So this is not part of the same set. I just realized that. This is Stan Lee, Jim Lee only, no Claremont. See? I mean, nah. Corner's a bit soft. I would not risk this coming back as a 9.6. So, anyways, that's it, guys. That's my number one. Agree or disagree. I'm sure there's a lot of other bigger books that you guys have, but these are my signature books that I think they're not like the best value or anything, like the highest value. I just think they're cool. So my top 10 books. And my top 10 signature books. I know that was requested. Coming up, I'll probably do like a top 10 books of mine. And it's going to be very difficult. A lot of honorable mentions, I'll say that much. But, and then maybe I'll I actually kind of want to do a recap of books I picked up in 2023. Let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see. I'm more than happy to share my collection and dig in through my books. It gives me an excuse actually to look at my books as well. So this has been a lot of fun. For those that you guys are still here, appreciate you. Sub if you haven't for other good content coming out soon. I'm going to clean this up and then put the books back into their BCW bins so they don't see UV, so don't see the light get UV damage, I mean. But anyhow, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments below which one would be your favorite of the top 10. Do you agree with my list of like my bunch, my 10 that I picked? Or maybe you would swap one of the honorable mentions in the top 10 instead of having them as honorable mentions. Let me know, comments below. Always happy to chat, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks, bye.